people coming and like hanging out at my house, like the feeling of that, and like having
Yeah.
roommates always allows that kind of like homey vibe with all of your friends.
Right.
But living
No
alone
kidding.
would mean I would be like super like driven and hyper focused, it which I am, but at the same time, like when you come home and you see your friends, like, nah, I want to have fun.
Yeah. I completely agree with you.
um, for for you physically, where do you want to be by the time you're 25? Do you want to be jacked as fuck, or what does the peak fitness look like for you?
Peak fitness for me would probably just be a complete linebacker on the NFL. Just jacked. No, I'm just kidding. Like, honestly, probably I'm kind of like on the thinner side my whole life, and it's kind of been hard for me to
Same.
bulk up. But I feel like definitely just being healthy and like working out and stuff. I like physically, another thing, I have a titanium rod in my left leg because I actually broke it
Oh,
racing
crazy.
motocross. So I have a titanium rod and 3 screws. And my goal
Oh,
by 25 would probably to have that out or removed, because it kind of
yeah.
like sometimes when I play basketball and stuff, like it's not the same. It doesn't have the same flex as your natural bone does.
Shit.
So it sometimes hurts and stuff, but we actually have an appointment coming up, and I think I'm going to get it removed here soon.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, I just want like the physique where it's like you're toned but you're not like ripped out of your mind to where it's like unnecessary. But
Right.
honestly, one thing that's really helped me with my confidence was getting tattoos. And once I had more tattoos on my arms, it made me feel more like ripped, I guess, and so it like inspired me to want to like start working out again. I just built a gym in my garage and I've been working out. But
That's it.
how about tattoos? Do you have any
No,
plans?
man. I literally have zero tattoos. They
What?
like growing up, I always thought they were sick. But I haven't got the commitment, dude. I haven't had that certain thing where I'm like, I need this. Maybe that'll change. I have no idea.
Yeah,
But
it's I've I'm there, and I was there for a long time, and then one day I said fuck it, and I got a tattoo with no thought intended at all, and and I went from there with like the same mindset. Like I've always thought tattoos were cool, and it's a lot of the time you don't need a tattoo, and one of the reasons that I find inspiration to get tattoos is if I put a meaning behind it. So it like if at all, if I were you, since you want to have that commitment with each tattoo you have or an importance, just find one and
yeah,
then like find something you relate to. Because I have like there's two types of tattoos I have. That the memento ones where like I got a tattoo in Miami of a fucking character from Regular Show. Like from a TV show, a little cartoon, and
right.
it's just because it's one of my favorite cartoons, and it was my birthday vacation, and me and my friends just got tattoos to remember it. And then there's the ones that are like even if that like that's sentimental to you in a way because there's something like tied to it. And then there's
Yeah, and you can
like
remember. There's always memories behind them.
I get tattoos for songs, and
Oh,
I've gotten I have like 5 family tattoos
how many
as
how
well.
many tattoos do you have in total?
14 right now.
14.
Yeah, 14 tattoos.
And when did you get your first one?
I got my first one last year, last
So
June.
you were 18?
I just turned 18, and I like one of the things was my mom didn't want me to get them until I was 18, until I like had looked at a tattoo for long enough to where um she was like, okay, you've looked at it for 6 months. Do you still want to get it? Like,
Right.
you have to like it for a long time. And now my mom just goes, oh, sick, you got a new tattoo.
It's crazy how like
Like, let me
parents
see.
it's
Yeah.
crazy how parents' opinions like kind of change on certain things.
It's a lot of it comes from what perspective you give. If you give like the okay, like a lot of things are getting more accepted in today's culture with Gen Z, and I think a lot of it's great. Like guys wearing pearls and earrings and painting their nails and doing shit like that. Like parents are
Right.
slowly opening up to it. Like my mom had to explain to like a lady at a nail salon like that was laughing about me having nails. Like no, like kids actually find this shit cool. Like
Right.
Chase is making money now because of nails. And the lady was like shocked. She was like,
She was
wait,
like, "Oh
really?
my God."
Like,
Yeah.
because they don't know. And so a lot of our culture now is like putting parents onto things that wasn't cool 30 years ago and shit like that.
Right. It's just all generational. Yeah. My dad is completely old school. Like if I came
Uh,
if I came home with the tattoo, like for say on like my arm or something, I don't even know what the reaction would be.
Bro, all my tattoos are spooky themed, and I have a insanely Christian family.
Really.
I feel like
So
they all got to hate them on like in like the back of their brain. They're like, I hate all of it, but they're like, oh, Chase, it's so cool.
if it makes you happy, man, it makes you happy. So how many?
Exactly. So
So are you going for the full sleeve? I think I saw. I feel like I've seen a couple videos. You have like your arms. Are you going for a full sleeve?
I pretty much have a whole sleeve. It's like, but there's like half of it's a little bit of empty space and like things I just need to fill. Um, but yeah, I love tattoos, and I think they're a great way of expressing yourself. A lot of people um don't take people seriously about things that they're passionate about,
Right.
and I show my passion through tattoos and like what I care about. It's like, oh, I'm serious about music. I get a fucking tattoo of my song. Oh, you're really fucking serious about your music. And it just it like it makes people think about it. It's like, oh, that's on him for the rest of his life. Like he's really about
Right.
what he says he's about. And so that's kind of like one of the reasons that I have family tattoos. I'm super about my family and I'm very close with them in the same way
Yeah.
you are too. But I like to show my love and expression towards them like through art.
I feel that completely. So
Um,
this is my last question about the tattoos.
Go ahead, go
Are
ahead.
you are you trying to completely are you gonna do both? Do you have both arms?
I have nothing on my right arm. It's all on my left arm and on my two thighs. I have 3 tattoos.
So are you trying to go for both arms? Or you think one is it?
I'm gonna decorate my body a little bit for sure. Um, but I don't know to what extent yet. I might
Yeah.
try to like have subtlety tattoos or like things that are more like low key than an entire sleeve on my right arm. Um,
Right. And
and
then
the rest of my body, I think, like is gonna get tatted eventually.
I know I said last question, but this is ultimately the last question.
It's
How high
okay.
are you gonna go? Are you going on your neck, or what you
I
like? Where do you
my
draw
mom
the
said
limit?
no. My mom said no neck, no face. So I'm respecting that.
Okay,
So
I feel
that's
that.
or I mean hands. Once I have a full sleeve, I'll decide about hand tattoos. But like for wearing a suit, I feel like if you have just like a clean cut suit and it's like you can't really see the tattoos, it draws a little bit of mystery around them, I guess, because you
Yeah,
can't really see them sometimes. And yeah, but some people have like hand tats and stuff like that. But it depends. I don't know. Like I'm saying, it might change sometime in the next 5 years. Who
yeah.
knows?
No, that's
Um,
sick.
I have a crazy question for you. Which movies best describe your life so far?
Dude, that's crazy. Honestly, I feel like like my favorite movie series growing up was the Fast and Furious with like the cars and everything. And I feel like
Right.
that just kind of matches my fast-paced life. I'm big on outdoors and like anything with a motor in it, I basically love. Like I grew up racing motocross, like dirt
Hard.
bikes, snowmobiles, stuff like that. So I just feel like the Fast and Furious kind of fits my whole theme. But what I'm actually doing, like, of course, I'm not like railing around town, like, and like
Hmm.
shooting people. Like obviously, like I'm not doing that type of shit. But
Yeah,
anyways, I feel like that kind of describes it a little bit. What about you?
I have no idea what movies would best describe me. I think, um, God,
Well,
I
what's
don't
your
know.
favorite movie then?
Oh, my favorite movie is Blended. It's an Adam Sandler movie.
Bro, I just
So it's
watched
such
that.
a goated movie.
I just watched that like 2 days ago, and I've
Did
never
you?
seen it. It's the
Oh my,
one with Bella
it's
Thorne.
it's such a goated movie.
Bro, that's crazy you said that. I literally just watched that like a day ago.
That's actually gnarly. I was watching Christmas movies, and then after my parents would go to sleep after the Christmas movie, we'd watch a horror film during like the Thanksgiving days. And I recently watched Annabelle Creation, and that was like the most fucked up movie I've ever seen, a horror movie I've ever seen. And then we also watched this other one. What was it called? I'm thinking. What is it? Fuck. Okay, I forget. But Annabelle Creation definitely stuck with me. I was thinking about that shit for like the next 2 days. Like, what
That's
just happened?
crazy.
And then like, yeah, Blended's great ass movie. I'm glad that you've watched it, but
Bro,
and
that
it's
was
like fresh in
crazy.
your
They go
memory.
on the safari.
So gnarly.
Like it was. I found myself laughing at it a lot. So I definitely can see the comedy side in that too.
Yeah, and it's got like I think it's got a good ass plot. Like that
It really
everyone like
does.
it's like everyone lives happily ever after, but it starts off with like a total shit show,
Yeah.
and then it
Right.
like somehow pieces itself together. My favorite character is that the Adam Sandler's like littlest girl. She was the star of the whole show. She brought them together.
Yeah. No kidding. I feel
Um,
like yeah. I don't know who
I,
my favorite in that one was. I feel like
favorite. The guys are funny too.
yeah, maybe one of the boys.
The
The
boys
boys
are
were
hilarious. What about um learning a new language before you're 25?
dude,
Would
that's
you be down to
definitely
do
a
that?
goal.
What
That's definitely a
language?
goal of mine. I would say probably Spanish just because a lot of my fans I went to Mexico and I feel like I was speaking a little bit, but just to be able to like fully speak their language would be tight. Um
French.
I don't know if
French for me.
I feel like I probably couldn't do anything more complex. Like I can't imagine trying to speak like Japanese or it's one of those more complicated
There's some
languages,
really
but
complicated languages in the world too. Like, I think Russian's supposed to be really hard, and like, I've seen um, German's really tough as well.
yeah.
Yeah,
And
there's
definitely
really
like
hard languages.
I kind of other than Spanish, I would like to learn a little bit of Armenian just because
Oh,
my best
interesting.
friend is Armenian. So it's like over the years I've kind of learned a little bit just like of being in their household and stuff, but
Yeah,
it's
one of my
it's
friends.
hard.
Dude. Every language is so difficult, and what's crazy is a lot of like the people who live in other countries. A lot of them are bilingual, which is really
Yeah.
good. A lot of international people speak English, which is crazy to like to think. Like we would go to France and start speaking English, and like 90% of the people like spoke English back, and it was kind of sick to see that. It was my first time in there and in France, but
Yeah.
I would definitely want to learn French. I think French is a beautiful language.
Yeah, I think that's tight. My mom knows a little bit of French as well.
Um, shoot. Okay, so I believe we are about to wrap up, but I do want to ask you one final question. And if you could learn one new instrument before you're 25, what instrument would you want to learn?
Dang, that's a good question. I would definitely want to improve my skills on the piano. I
Mhm.
play guitar primarily and drums, but I feel like piano would be a good one. And then if we're talking about like one specific instrument that I feel like I would want to master again, would
Mm.
be saxophone. Because
Oh,
I played the saxophone in my fifth grade band, and I was just a total sweat. Like I knew everything. I was dedicated to the point where my teacher was like, I was the teacher's pet for sure.
hell yeah. I want to learn violin before I die.
That's
Drums. I've
tight.
never learned drums, but I'll always find myself like playing my songs back and like hitting the drum parts and being like,
Right.
I could be really good with timing on like that's like one of the key things about drums is if I go good at timing and like with the footwork, because that's really hard. Like
Yeah, no kidding.
doing both your feet and your hands. It would be so lit to learn drums. It's also like the
I
loudest
feel like
instrument ever.
I feel like drums kind of fit your style too. That would be tight if you were like at a performance and then you hopped up on the drums for like 10 minutes and just completely soloed it.
Hell yeah,
That'd be
bro,
tight.
dude. I'd want to learn because I was trying to learn my songs on guitar. Learning song like my songs on drums would be gnarly. Just go up there to like play a crazy one and sing it too.
Yeah,
That would be so crazy in a live performance.
that would be dope.
Thank you so much for talking to me, Carson. I
Yeah, bro, I
really
appreciate
fun,
it.
bro.
Thank you
Um,
guys for having me.
we'll come
Definitely.
back to this another time, and we'll have one just me, you, and Johnny. But it was good. That I was able to do like my first like one-on-one because I usually was just doing two people. So it
Yeah.
was great fucking talking to you, man.
Hey, man, likewise. I appreciate it. And I wish you nothing but the best with your career in music.
You too, dog. Let's hang. Where are you in LA?
I'm not in LA right now. I'm actually in Spokane, in my
Mhm.
hometown, kind of home for the holidays and Christmas. But we have a place in LA as well. So
Oh,
I'll
okay,
definitely
sweet,
hit you up.
cool, bro. Just give me a message.
Yeah,
I'll see
bro.
you soon.
Sounds good.
Thank you for joining, bro. And
All right.
before I head out, I wanted to say one last thing to my viewers. And it is one last thing about the donation. If you guys want to give back, uh, wait, what should I say? If you guys want to go and check out the donation uh, charity that I had chosen, it's gonna go right back into the ocean wildlife. So if you guys want to donate anything, there's a donation button somewhere around here. I'm not really sure where, but um, yeah, Facebook's gonna match anything you guys donate today for the Ocean Conservancy. And I wanted to thank Facebook one more time for giving $25,000. That's really awesome. And thank you, Carson. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. All right.
Thank you, man. Likewise. Have a good one, guys.
Have a good one. Peace out, everyone.